Welcome to the Relationship Economy. I'm Jay Deragon, and I'm your host. We've been talking in our previous shows about conversational currency and how social media converges conversations and how brands create revenue from it, from conversations. And today I'm very happy to have Tom Nilsen. Tom, nice to see you again.
Great to be here, Jay.
Tom has been an experienced marketer dealing with major brands, and I want to have Tom explain to us, in his career of 25 years dealing with Coca-Cola and Procter & Gamble and Nestle's and all of them, how did they market their product effectively?
Well, Jay, I'll give you a little take on my background, only hopefully making it interesting insofar as how it ties to our conversation today about social media. For the last 25 years, as you mentioned, I spent time in both the sales and marketing departments for Nestle, Sara Lee, Coca-Cola USA, and Coors. After about 20 of those 25 years, I found myself wanting to follow trends, specifically targeted marketing, moving from mass media into specialization in targeted audience marketing. That led me to Catalina Marketing, which is a premier organization that finds a very specific audience, delivers the right message at the right time to the right audience, a company based out of Florida. After 3 years there, I found myself looking at one question that many companies are asking themselves: paper or plastic? Paper, whether it is a paper paycheck, a gift check used for incentives, or promotions themselves, the trend has been moving from paper into plastic, specifically card-based marketing. So that led me into Comdata here in Nashville, a company that is a partner to MasterCard that does a lot of things in this shift, in this trend from moving paper into more efficient plastic. Ultimately, I am now working with a variety of strategic partners, largely centered on social media, because, as we'll be talking about, the next generation of marketing will certainly be led by all things social media.
So, Tom, in your background, the traditional way that a brand would want to incentivize their offerings or their audience was, you're saying, through coupons, paper,
right,
and through plastic.
That's correct.
But, you know, how's the response rates been putting out coupons, for instance, in the Sunday newspaper or anywhere? How is it?
Well, I mean, if you look at paper specifically, it's largely coupon dominated, followed by rebates. Rebates are pretty much on their way out, but coupons, specifically the Sunday paper coupon, makes up anywhere from about 85 to 88% of all coupons, paper-based incentives in the Sunday paper. About 88%, largely drawing no more than half of 1%.
Whoa, did you just say no more than half of 1%?
Well, I mean, the rates range from half of 1% to maybe upwards of 1% redemption. That is the actual clipping of a coupon and using it to purchase a product.
So how much money is spent doing this stuff?
Well, I mean, the total coupon industry, Jay, is $375 billion. And
did you say billion or a million?
You would hope it was million. It may be in the future.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I'm a brand, and I spend collectively $300 billion on a coupon that gets 1/2 of 1%. Is that what you said?
The largely made up by the consumer products world. They are spending $375 billion on paper-dependent coupons that are largely inefficient. They're inefficient really for two reasons. One is that they have a very low redemption rate. And secondly, they are largely very ineffective from a cost standpoint. They subsidize existing behavior. This is a term that I learned actually in my Catalina days, that the average coupon clipper is clipping coupons, and probably our audience can relate to this, clipping coupons for brands they would have bought anyways. You're not really changing the way consumers behave. You're not improving loyalty the way that coupons hope to achieve.
You know, this is an interesting subject, because when you study social media, you see that there's commentary, and there's a lot, 300 billion actually, on the web, moving to marketing on the web. But they're largely relying on old methods, like banner ads, like, you know, coupons, if you will. Oprah and Kentucky Fried Chicken did a coupon. It was very successful, almost killed KFC. But the point being that the marketers seem to be following the same mentality by taking $300 billion, if you will, and moving it over to the web, but offering the same stuff. Would you agree?
I do agree, Jay. I think that what's interesting and where this conversation will lead us ultimately is there's really there's two key areas. There's push marketing, which is the tradition of pushing your message out to large audiences, or perhaps moving in the direction of targeted audiences through mass devices. You're basically taking the population, at best you're subdividing that population into biometrics, lifestyles, zip codes, very common with direct mailers, the second biggest player in the paper-dependent coupon world. But the segmentation of a broader audience is fairly limited, and it ultimately relies on a push from the brand or the retailer out to these masses, segmented or not. The opportunity with social media, I think, is to actually look at an audience on a pull marketing, basically a new concept, pull marketing, where consumers are aggregating and targeting themselves and coming to you as opposed to the tradition of pushing messaging and marketing out to the masses.
Unbelievable. This is a fantastic dialogue, Tom. And for our audience, you know, there's a gentleman with a lot of experience with major brands, and we're going to continue in this dialogue. And we're going to discuss the convergence of social media to marketing and advertising, but in a pull basis. And we're going to pick Tom's brain further. So stay tuned with us. Stay with us. This is going to be fun. Thanks for coming.